However, for us to secure the future of our people, we must do much, much more. Our numbers are growing, but we are still a minority. We must reach and convince our wayward brothers and sisters and bring them into our movement. The people of Portugal must understand that your ancestors built this country for you, not for strangers who are not you, who do not want to be you, who cannot be you. They built it for you. But it is hard to reach our people simply by appealing to their self-interest. That works for all other people, but not for us. Do third world people hesitate for a moment before they come north to your country and take advantage of the beauty and abundance that your ancestors gave their lives for? No, they don't hesitate for a moment. Will the Chinese care if we destroy our economies in the name of some kind of carbon neutrality while they pollute the planet? No, they will not care. We are different. It is our nature to be fair-minded. So fair-minded that we can be easily taken advantage of. And so I believe our best argument to people who are not yet with us is to point out the double standard, to show that all other people take for granted their survival in their homelands, and that it is only we who are denied this basic human right. And we must also accept that most Europeans will oppose us. I believe they are acting in goodwill. Many of them truly believe that what they are doing is right. They are deluded, they're closed-minded, they're stubborn, and they are wrong. But if we persuade them, I believe we must at least accept that they act with sincerity, because many of them must join us, and we must touch their hearts, not just appeal to their minds. Yes, it is true. We are in a fight for our lives, just like our ancestors, the Battle of Toul, just like our ancestors, the Siege of Vienna, just like the Afrikaner, the Battle of Blood River. Our ancestors, they had a simple challenge: fight the enemy or die trying. I wish that our task was so simple. If it were that kind of battle, I'm sure every Portuguese man in this room would march laughing to his grave if he knew that would save Portugal and its people forever. I know you would have that commitment. But that is not the kind of fight we have. For us, it is a much more difficult fight, because among the opponents arrayed against us are so many of our brothers and sisters. This is the great tragedy of our struggle, and I believe it makes it different from any struggle ever in the history of human beings. We have the horrible problem of trying to convince our fellow Europeans that we have a right to survive, and many of them are our own immediate family members. I believe, however, that within practically every European, there is a spark of European patriotism. And it is our job to blow gently and lovingly on that spark until it bursts into a roaring fire. That's what we must do. And I believe that to persuade them, there's something that is just as important as our ideas, our logic, and the absolute, unimpeachable morality of our cause. We must inspire them with our nature, our appearance, and our demeanor. Yes, we are right, but we have to be more than right. If we want our fellow Europeans to think as we do, we must want them, we must be the sort of people they want to be. And for that, we must be the best European men, European women we can possibly be. That should always be our goal, but in this time of great crisis, it is even more important. We must set examples of honor, of courage, of virtue, of faithfulness, of fortitude. These are the traits of our people. And if we embody these traits, we can reach our fellow Europeans. I believe there are men and women in this room who will be examples of that kind, who will touch the hearts and souls of our fellow Europeans and bring them to our cause. We are now in what I consider to be the greatest struggle in all of human history. On us lies the fate of our people, the fate of our civilization, the fate of everything our ancestors fought for, and the fate of everything that we love. And so in this struggle, you must never forget, each of you has the blood of heroes in your veins.